Hi everybody, Tara Green here. How you doing today? So we are now in Pisces season. The sun entered Pisces on the 18th, and so it's time to go with the swim, go with the flow. We're in a lot of changes, a lot of very rare energies going on. I'm sure most of you have been feeling it. Thank you. I got so many responses from that last video I did, but mainly it's because I'm explaining how rare these alignments of planets are, and it truly is, so I've been sort of looking at some really major ones coming up, so you ain't seen nothing yet, actually. The moon's in Cancer today on the 19th, so again, it's very emotional, very watery. If you feel like crying, let it flow. The moon is in conjunct today on the 19th. Pluto in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Aquarius, because they're all lined up, right? So they're not working out too well. So you may be feeling out of kilter, or things don't fit in, or kind of wired, but kind of want to be just resting at the same time. So take it easy. The moon trines Saturn in Pisces. Rest as much as you can. The moon sextiles positive aspect to Jupiter in Taurus today. So get in touch with your body on the 20th. Again, the Cancer moon, that prevailing emotional, sensitive, when the moon is in Cancer, we want to feed our stomachs. We want comfort food, right? So it's also my daughter's birthday on the 20th, along with Rihanna. A whole bunch of other people have their birthday on the 20th. So happy birthday to all those people. On the 21st at night and on the 22nd, there's another very, very big, rare conjunction. Now, this is real Valentine's Day because you want to work with the planets. I explained this before. Venus and Mars coming together at 9 degrees of Aquarius. It happens at 11:28 p.m. in Pacific Standard Time and 11:14 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 hours ahead Greenwich Mean Time. So Aquarian energy again, in with the new. Change it up. A lot of relationships are going to be over. A lot of people are going to say, is this my partner that I really want? Are we on the same wavelength? Because Aquarian is all about vibration, higher vibration. So you got to vibe together. You got to want the same values together with Venus and Mars. You want to really be in sync. You really want to be ready to move into this brave new world that we're all going to build. So that's an important thing. So again, celebrate Valentine's Day today. It's also February 22nd, a very sacred day for me, because on this day, many moons ago, I had a very powerful ET encounter. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I've written about it on my blog at infinitynow.wordpress.com. I was in Isla Mujeres, which I didn't know at that time was a sacred island of women. When I got there, they had said it's where the pirates used to bring all their female slaves and leave them there. But there was a goddess temple on the island, which unbeknownst to me and my future ex-husband and another woman I met who was a follower of Bhagwan, or she was from Germany. She had a husband and 2 kids. She was on her way to see Maria Sabina, a famous seer, a medicine woman who worked with magic mushrooms in Oaxaca. And she was traveling with another young German guy, and she was going to see Maria Sabina to find out if she should really give up her family and go to become a follower of Bhagwan Rajneesh, right in Oregon. So we were out on the beach one night. It was dark, and I used to say, oh, let's go down and look at the falling stars. And so I don't remember who said, oh, look, there's a falling star. And we all looked. My ex-husband Larry was on my right. Gila, her spiritual name, she was on my left. And the star, falling stars usually go and they go across the sky, and they just, disappear really quickly. Well, this star went and then it stopped in the middle of the sky. Now, it's hard for us to judge. Now, we were totally stone cold sober, all of us. It was out over the ocean, like looking at the stars. So then, as we watched it, I remember distinctly seeing the star start to wobble. So it started to wobble, and then, to my point of view, what I saw was the star loop down to the left and came around and made an infinity symbol. Okay, so remember that this is also a number 8 year, the symbol of infinity. When you turn 8 on the side, it's the symbol of infinity, meaning all time is now. So then the star started to get bigger, and we all realized, oh my God, it's coming down. So again, out over from the middle of the sky, way up high, this star starts sort of slowly descending, and my my ex there started to get really nervous, and he went, oh my God, some aliens, there's, they found all these cattle in Oregon again with all their blood sucked out of them. And I tried to calm him down and going, no, this is the miracle I always knew I was going to see. So the star comes in, gets closer and closer, gets bigger and bigger, and starts to take the shape of a bird. And I could clearly see that it had grown wings, and the wings were flapping, and they had like wingtips open like an eagle, but it had a small head like a dove. So I could sort of see it a little bit from the side, a little bit straight on, just like a seagull flying up high in the sky, but like starlight, just radiating starlight. And we're all kind of awestruck. The three of us, we're all seeing the same thing. And as it flies over towards us and into the light behind us in the island, it turns into this jet black shadow. And you would never see it. It was totally cloaked. It was invisible. It was black. But then it was this black shadow of this bird flying around. So it flew out behind us over the island, Isla Mujeres, a little tiny town. It wasn't built up at the time, and came around. We lost it for a while going, okay, is that it? Is that all there is? And what's going on kind of here? And then we kind of saw it again. We waited. Are we going to see it again? What's happening now? And then we saw it kind of further down the beach, and we picked it up again, this jet black shadow of this bird flying around over the beach. And then it kind of wheels around, and it comes back out over the beach into the darkness again, that goes ping and turns back into starlight, and then goes right back up to the sky where we first saw it. Disappears in like 1 second flat. So we were all like, whoa, okay, what was that? Gila was on her knees crying on the sand because she felt, this was a sign. I guess I have to go and live a spiritual life. And then she went on to Oaxaca, and I never saw her again. Tried to track her down, don't know what happened to her. And my ex-husband and I thought this was a sign we were supposed to be together, because we already knew it was very karmic anyway. But I have been told that was a typical ET encounter, although I swear we all saw the same thing. We were very conscious of the time. So I do have witnesses, and most of the times when I've seen a big spiritual thing, I strongly advise you to have witnesses. So February 22nd is the day that I always celebrate, and of course it's 11/22, and again, those are master numbers. So again, if you resonate, my hidden teacher number is 11, so I'm on that vibrational master numbers. So yeah, celebrate Valentine's Day. If you're alone, don't worry about it. You can celebrate the inner marriage. I know there's all the gender stuff going on, but everybody has an inner archetype, masculine, feminine. It's just active, receptive. This is the pulse, the nature of the universe, day, night, yin, yang, black, white, up, down. That this universe works on polarity. So we have to have that polarity. It's what magnetizes people together. It's what keeps us on the earth. So celebrate your own inner marriage in a new way. It's Aquarian. It's like, think outside the box. It's something, we haven't even really imagined yet. We're going to build that brave new world, that great new world that we want to envision. And together, we're going to support each other. Now, Mercury enters Pisces, actually also on the 22nd at night, at 11:29. There's 11:11 again. I'm born on 11:29 at night in Pacific Standard Time, and the next day on the 23rd at 2:29 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, now the planets are going to start shifting into Pisces. So there's also some very rare aspects coming up on the 28th. So I'm going to give you a little heads up here. It is an alignment of the Sun, Mercury, and Saturn, which is something called a cazimi. When planets conjunct the Sun, and they all do this at least once a year usually, but it depends. It's called a cazimi, and it's a very specific astrological term. The planet has to be within 17 minutes either side of the heart of the Sun for it to be exact. Otherwise, those planets are considered to be burnt up and toast, right? So it has to be right in the heart of the Sun, and it's a big blessing. Okay, so Sun will cazimi Mercury on the 28th at 3:43 a.m. Mercury and Saturn then come together at 10:08 a.m. and then the Sun and Saturn come together at 4:25 p.m. Very rare, very special event. I've looked at, when the last time it happened. I'll give you the stats on that later. And then there's even more coming up. So if you want to get in touch with me and find out how this is really affecting you personally, because there's the big aspects in the sky, but of course if you're Aquarius, if you're Pisces, and that alignment in Pisces happens at 9 degrees of Pisces. So again, if you have planets at 9 degrees, your rising sign, your moon, nodes, anything, that's going to really affect you big time. And it's a big blessing. It's very good and very fortunate. So get in touch with me at tarottarot.com. Have a great day.